Hey people, Infantry 3v3, Angstrom Heights, blue team. It's a team of heavyweights. First up is FURAX as a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support beginning in melee combat with a basic synapse alongside Saint Kelly as a Warboss. Casually walks through lampposts, there we go. Fights in melee combat with some strong offense, support and disruption from the front line. Rounding off the team, Dance Macabre. Isn't that a spell from Total War? I believe this is Inekura, rocking a brother captain. Very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, support and disruption again in melee combat. Red team, Saint Galahad as a force commander. Very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Alongside is Bridgeford Bonneby, a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fights in melee combat with a refractor shield and can also shoot his own fellas in the head to make him fight harder. Rounded off the teams, Knight O Shadow with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat with a bolt gun, can get a melee weapon, can also support with structures and repair. This is the Lamenters, it looks like. Kicking off straight away in the southwest where these two natural powers are. Warboss gets in with a stomp, pretty good, alongside some Hormagaunts here, and then a special attack. Are those guardsmen going to get away? Warboss might be messing up the Hormagaunts there. They might have been able to finish him off if the Warboss didn't get in the way. You got double shooters up. Where are the sluggers? Sluggers are all the way in the northeast, and they are getting messed up by a force commander, I guess. Tactical Marines in melee with a couple of them too. Are they going to get away? I think they're done for. Looks like some shooter boys are also done for. Yep, and the sluggers also fare a rough start for Saint Kelly, but plenty of time to recover. Inekura getting some more stormtroopers up in the northeast. There's your strike squad. Don't have an upgrade yet. And our brother captain's there with his We Are the Hammer, inspiring everyone to run faster and take less damage. Warboss goes down, I think. Yep, easy to revive from there though. Hive Tyrant's going to get some XP. His first XP. Lord Commissar is almost level 2. He's killed a bunch of Orks, I guess. Techmarine's also doing well. Needs to get behind some heavy cover. You are surrounded by heavy cover, buddy. Shotguns up on the scouts. Double termagants, no toxin sacks yet. Looks like Saint Kelly has got some more shooter boys up. Wonder if they'll replace those sluggers. They might go straight into looters or something. Hive Tyrant thought about going into melee. I think he figured they'd just get stomped, so ran away. Yeah, good start for the red team. Can they punctuate it though by getting on some of this power and bashing it? Certainly pushing the enemy team back. Meanwhile, looks like the brother captain grabbed the VP and then backed away. Didn't overextend. Got back the contested points. And we have stormtroopers with a sergeant. He has that no fuse grenade. Pretty good on demand disruption. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage. There it is. Does it knock him off the cap? It does. And the brother captain gets in on the Devastators. Good special there too. These fellas going for the garrison, are they? They are. Not a whole lot that force commander can do about it. Look at this. Brother captain gets use your choppers from the Warboss. Didn't really pay off though. Only got one model off those guys. But nice idea from Saint Kelly. Thinking those melee attacks on those retreating fellas with use your choppers would get some kills. Didn't quite pay off. We have double shooters with knob leaders. Warboss goes down again. Lots of repairs for the Sentinel. Tanking a bunch of Daka. Scouts and guardsmen doing that repair. Hive Tyrant is almost leveled. Lord Commissar though, almost level 3. Found his way into the back lines. Lots of termagants, lots of shooter boys to smack up. Hive Tyrant is now going to level with this revive here. There we go. And they do get rid of the Lord Commissar. No real moves for the natural powers yet. It's just been constant fighting in this like in-between zone. Who's got the central VP? Red team. Catachin's up for Bridgeford. Double tax for Knight O Shadow. And tier 2 for FURAX. Did they even get any upgrades for anything? I don't think they did. Going for that quick tier 2. Good payoff, good backfire. I think it's a pretty decent shout here. They haven't had their power touched. Also got a sergeant now on these scouts. Can they grenade the Warboss off the VP? I think Yeah, they already used their energy on a shotgun blast. Warboss goes down again. Did get the cap though. Triple here for the blue team. Their rosters are reeling, but they've got that triple cap. Lots of pressure on this victory point by Inekura. Sentinel comes to help out with catechins and stuff. Look at this. Putting up triple gens on the contested power just as the other team come onto it. I'm not sure that was the greatest idea ever. But are they going to bother going after it? We do have Flamer Guardsmen here. These tacks are a little bit low. Devastators to set up and defend the power. Seems a little bit odd. We need to be a bit more aggressive, I think, with those guys right now. Level 2, Brother Captain, no war gear yet. Do you guys have big shooters? Of course you do. Loving that Daka. Tier 2 now for Inekura. Devastators up for Night O Shadow. With that heavy bolter, of course, they can get a las cannon in tier 2. And also upgrade the heavy bolter with vengeance rounds in tier 1, which is a pretty good upgrade, to be honest. Level 3, Lord Commissar mixing it up again. Good stomp on the Brother Captain. Gonna have to retreat now. Warboss again gets the decap. Did you just get a revive there, Brother Captain? Maybe. Tyrant guard on the way for FURAX. Doesn't have the red to spawn one at base, I guess. And we have sniper scouts here for St. Galahad. Warboss goes down again. I think that's 4 times he's gone down. And we're barely into tier 2. Doesn't like those snipers, eh? They do a lot of damage to heroes. Shooter boys trying to finish off those guardsmen in melee. Couldn't quite manage it. Are they going to bash the power though? You know, right here. Catechins did get the victory point. It's a double now for the red team. Lord Commissar has to flee. Can't support this little push. Catechins running away. That might have been a misclick or something. Yep. Immediately said it in the chat. Can't support this power bash, and these guys don't have flamers. They could just bolter down the gens, I guess, but it's not going to be super efficient or quick. Just backing away, invited the Orks onto them now because they have that heavy cover advantage there. There we go. Here's some power bashing. Bolt guns will get it done. Devastators are facing a strange direction, guys. There's just that one guy who doesn't know what's going on. Here's that Tyrant guard. 2,500 hit points of super heavy infantry armor. And it can also go into a shield wall vehicle armor mode. Mine's doing some work there. Look at that. Doesn't have any detectors yet, FURAX. That's from the Artificer armor. Melter gun is queued up. Does extra damage to super heavy infantry armor. You can also get a plasma gun or something. So can the guardsmen. Hive Tyrant getting stuck in there. No war gear for this guy yet. Armor gaunts have actually done quite well considering they don't have their adrenal glands. Hive Tyrant flees. Took a bit more damage than he needed to there, I think. After the stomp should have just ran away. Sentinel's been used pretty well so far. Quietly gone about its business and survived, which is vital. Tyrant guard now needs to very slowly stomp its way back. It's so slow when out of synapse range. Can throw up a capillary tower to help it out. Everyone's tier 2. We have a Rhino here for Inekura. Gone for the heavy bolter turret on the back, which I think makes it a Razorback technically, but semantics. It's got the Pinto mounted storm bolter on the front. Tyrant guard versus Lord Commissar. It's not a good fight for you, Mr. Commissar. It's got around 100 DPS heavy melee, the Tyrant guard, with a little splash on it too. Not quite as devastating splash as a Dreadnought. I think Dreadnought splashes 40 per hit, and this guy's 15. Still pretty nasty though. Melter gun doing some work. Doesn't have Signum though, of course. You would expect to see Signum in a 3v3. We'll see how these mines do. I guess it makes him tougher as well. Gives us some, yeah, decent health regen and 200 hit points. 266 to 384. And that durability might allow him to get a kill that he wouldn't have with Signum Army. You never know. Scouts doing some repairs. Been quick to help out with those repairs has Night O Shadow. Good support play. Rhino doing some work here. Looks just like these Marines from Night O Shadow. They're kind of blending in together. Stormtroopers with plasma gun. What is that thing called? Overcharged plasma. It's like a big ball of plasma stuff that suppresses. It's pretty good. Really turned into a decent little unit, I think, when they got plasma guns. They got the plasma gun suppression. They've got disruption from the grenade. The Acolyte can render them invulnerable for a very brief period. Cool little unit these days. 265 to 367 power bash attempt by the blue team. Repairs for the Rhino. Are you guys going to help? Oh, it's an Manticore strike. Rhino escapes it. Everything got inside. Well, not the Tyranids. That's a good warp vomit from the weird boy. This stunned about 15 things there, but nothing to capitalize. Rhino does go down to double missile launcher tactical marines, but they were getting wrecked by those plasmas there. Keeping pressure up. We got tank busters now. You're going to bash it, fellas? I think they were looking for the Manticore there or something, maybe. Venom Brood on the way for FURAX. What's going on in the east? With Inekura away, Galahad is able to push all the way through. The las cannon on the way, I think, for those guys then. Gets into the garrison. It's got the double snipers, got some stern guard, and some regular tactical marines. 1-to-1 cap right now. See what this melter gun can do to these strike squad fellas. They've gone for Nemesis focus. Turns them into a dedicated melee unit, and they are getting destroyed by that melter gun. Didn't use any of their melee stuff, did they? Level 4 Lord Commissar, no war gear. Still no war gear for the Hive Tyrant as well. Warboss has got his claw. 95 heavy melee DPS, and the trophy rack. Constant damage debuff around the Warboss is pretty damn good, but look at this. Power Fist Force Commander, Artificer and Teleporter pack. The Warboss just double buffed himself with Ard Boys and User Choppers. Didn't quite pay off that time. Left it a bit late to buff himself, I think. But the captains now smacked the Force Commander enough to get him to leave. They should be able to get this back pretty quickly. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome here, St. Galahad. Gets away okay. Nothing really there to threaten them in melee on retreat, so they should be fine. Sentinel's got his missile launcher. Frag missiles, bad news for these clumps of Tyranids. Being aimed very strangely by the Sentinel. Manticore strike again. Does the Hive Tyrant live? Does not live. What was getting those shots in? Sounded like an autocannon. Oh, it is an autocannon, that's why. Red team looking pretty good. 183 to 336. Haven't been on the power quite enough for me, I don't think. But doing very well in these fights. And not overextending for the power has let them stay in the field for very long times. 175 to 336. Tank busters to cap then. Oh, the missile launcher's doing some work on those shooter boys. Look at that! Almost wiped them out with that one. And they do actually all fall down. I think it was the tactical marines that got the last shots in. Tier 3 for St. Galahad. Tier 3 for Bridgeford Bonneby. And we have a whirlwind for Naito's Shadow. What's it pointing at? Oh, down here. That's what it does. Disrupts the hell out of stuff. Can't really rely on it a huge amount for damage, but does have a hunter-killer missile on the front to shoot vehicles and large targets with. 151 to 336. Inekura trying to get back onto this VP, couldn't quite manage it. There's a drop pod that most likely brought the Stern Guard veterans in. Well, the tax that became Stern Guard veterans. Blue team do have that power. Look at that, plus 67 with the amount of pressure the red team have put on them in the southwestern area. Should have got a bit more powers blowing up, I think. Flash kits here for St. Gillian now. A Carnifex for FURAX. Got tier 3 Carnifex up before much of the red team even got tier 3. Level 4 Brother Captain with the Psychic Lash you just saw pull the Force Commander back. Does it still work when Battle Cry is active? You would think so, but maybe not. Oh, Paladins on the field all of a sudden for Inekura. Super heavy infantry, Terminator variants for the Grey Knights. Have these awesome heavy melee Nemesis Demon Hammers. And they are getting the Liber Demonica, which will give them holy ground. Pretty strong ability. Tier 3 Techmarine, level 3 Techmarine now. Still has Artificer A, level 4. There you go. Still got those double missile launchers, Naito's Shadow. Can help against the Carnifex for sure. Flash kits. don't have their blasters yet. Just took a hit from a Manticore strike. Does it have Storm Eagle? I assume it does, yeah. 1-to-1 cap here. Warboss looking for something to fight. Still on level 2, this guy. Inekura getting a Nemesis Warding Staff. And... oh, Commissar's down. Was trying to get the Xenos Power Claw. That's going to piss the Warboss off. Manticore is kind of in range for Tank Buster shenanigans. There's a barrage, mainly used for disruption there. And a Barb Strangler Carnifex, and that's what it can do. These guys don't want to stand there for too long. Like 3 hits of that and they are wiped. Yeah, I think one more would have done it after that. As it stands, only dropped 1 model. The Tyrant Guard is still around. It's a pretty decent line breaker, can soak up a bunch of damage too. And there's the Hive Tyrant as well. Use your choppers on the Hive Tyrant. He's loved to put it on the heroes in this game. St. Kelly. You'd expect to see it on the Paladins or something. Strat Squad level 3. Getting stuck in, now have their Justicar. Use your choppers gives you, I think it's 30% damage, melee damage, and it's like plus 60 melee skill or something crazy. It might be 50% more damage, it might be crazy like that. It's a really strong buff for melee units. More flash kits for St. Kelly. Oh, Sentinel lives. I thought it was done for. Gets the stomp just in time. Pretty good stomp. And it's going to get some repairs and stuff. Las Cannon flees. Stern Guard backing away. Blue team starting to look very, very dangerous. All of a sudden, Paladins in your face. A really angry Warboss with a claw. And now double flash kits. I assume they're going to get blasters. And another Carnifex on the way too. And they're bashing power. Look at that. Not wasting any time. Flash kit's got the wrong side of these Marines. Here come the Paladins. Overcharged Plasma just suppressed them, I think. These Tactical Marines, I mean. Surely the Techmarine's done for. Turn around, brother captain. Oh, I couldn't quite get him. Does have that Nemesis Warding Staff. You saw the purple bubble of protection on those Paladins there. Paladins need to be careful. They can't retreat. I think their teleport is... oh, maybe it's not. I think it is. But they use their energy on holy ground. I don't think they also used it for a teleport. It's 60 energy though, isn't it, to teleport? No, it isn't. There we go. Off they go. They're fine. Is it only 10 energy to teleport? More power bashing. Oh! Until a rocket run happened anyway. Wow, those guys survived, really. I wonder if that was worth it. They wiped a Termagant Brood, killed some models. But it didn't stop a cap or anything. I guess it stopped a power bash. Land Raider Crusader on the way for Inekura. Tyrant Guard's done really well. I think it's going to survive here. Don't die immediately when I say that. Executioner Lehman Russ. So this thing is more to counter the Paladins and the flash kits and stuff rather than the Carnifex. And that's what it does. Rapid firing plasma cannon on a tank is pretty sweet. Techmarine's now got an orb. Oh, several orbs of the Omnislayer. I don't know where he keeps getting them from. Is it double Barb Strangler? It is. It's going to be really nasty. Look at this. Boom. And those guys had and they shall know no fear active then. I think that's like 50% damage resistance, isn't it? Look how much damage it still did. Has the Hunter Killer been used? Don't see any damage on the Carnifexes, that's obvious. Carnifex pushing the, Hive Tyrant pushing the lines back. And now Carnifexes need to also roll backwards. What just snared this thing? Oh, Las Cannon's getting shots in from way downtown. Here's your Paladins again. But the captain's almost level 6. We do have blasters up now for the flash kits. Purgation also for Inekura. Going for the conversion beamer. Functions a bit like a las cannon, but it actually does more damage the further away the target is, which is pretty interesting. I believe a rule adapted from the tabletop. 77 to 119. And they're grabbing the mid of the blue team. They still have the contested power in the northeast corner all this time. Paladin's teleporting in. That means they can't teleport out. Need some support here. And they're going after that Leman Russ as you would expect. Rear armor hits. Conversion Beamer just got a big shot in. And it has escaped. Conversion Beamer does not snare targets by default, but they do have an ability, I believe, that you can activate, and it will snare targets for a while. Not sure what it's called though. 47 to 119, 1-to-1 cap there, and a Land Raider Redeemer is up. Where's the Crusader? There it is. Can't retreat back to a Crusader, but it's got all those heavy bolters on it, and he's still reinforced off it, I believe. Some good Manticore shots on the Carnifexes. Not sure why they're still marching forward here. They're eating las cannon shots, getting way too close to stuff. Invulnerability goes up from the Hive Tyrant, bonded exoskeleton, and Crushing Claws are in, trying to get the kill, and does get the kill. Well done, FURAX. It's worth it, even if you lose your Hive Tyrant here, to do that. And the Hive Tyrant gets away. Now the Carnifexes did move up a little bit too much. I think they wanted to help with the Leman Russ push. Might need to keep moving. There's a Tyrant formation. Down goes the Tyrant Guard. Need to suppress these missile launchers. Oh, they're getting inside the Carnifex. Inside the Carnifex, inside the Land Raider. Get it right. I think both the Carnifexes are going to fall here. Double tank busters now. Can they get a double barrage? Kicking off in the mid, is it? Conversion Beamer trying to get shots on stuff. There's the barrage. Look at that damage. Down goes the Land Raider. That was Naito's Shadows. Orks can blow stuff up pretty good, it turns out. Assault Terminators now for St. Galahad getting a decap. 47 to 28 is so close. Looks like red team are getting their natural back. And blue team have some stuff guarding their natural. Stormtroopers and some strike squad fellas. That was a psychic lash you saw again. Techmarine is going straight back after Crusader. Drop the orbs of the Omnisire on it, and his missile launchers are getting shots in. But here come Paladins. Are they level 4, both of these guys? No, one of them is level 3. St. Galahad looking really strong now. It's got a beefed up force commander, assault terminators, stern guard, and a Land Raider, providing awesome infield support for his team there. You can all retreat back to it and heal up. But it's a relatively small map. You can get out of your base pretty quickly back to this contested VP, I think. Is that the York going for the VP over there? Or just trying to get a little bit of a flank? Assault Terminators reinforcing off the Land Raider, but didn't fully reinforce. They're going to try and stop this green skin advance. They're going to turn their blasters onto them, I imagine. There we go. So very painful, so very painful. Where's the warp vomit? Oh, there's an orbital. Didn't see the warp vomit, but we do see orbital beams on their faces. Hit the first beam pretty well, but should have spread the others out. Tank Buster Barrage now on the Redeemer, 30 to 15. Pretty good nuke. Should have spread out a little bit more, I think. So tempting just to shove them in the same place. 2-to-1 cap here. Do they have this, the blue team? Under so much pressure at the start. These guys are getting suppressed by the Crusader, I suppose. Here comes a brother captain to smack them around. Stop them firing that missile launcher. Lots of repairs. The Crusader, here we have another Carnifex. Where is that conversion beamer? Oh, it's running away. Single now for the red team. 19 to 4. You guys need to turn around and get your VP back. There we go. Inekura is turning them around. Brother Captain's trying to get the cap with the Immortal ability up from the Holy Armor of Titan. I think they're going to get it. I think that bought them enough time. 5 to 4. Single for red. There's the 1-to-1 at 3 to 4. So very close. I think the blue team have it though, because they're going to get their natural. Can these guys get the decap? They can. They need to teleport out though immediately. They're going to die. Now it's a 1-to-1 again because blue team got their natural back. And now it's a desperate fight over this central VP. Manticore Strike going in. Land Raider Redeemer's had enough of sitting back. It's coming in there to try and facilitate a cap. There's a good orbital in the back lines. Really good orbital, I think. Yeah, that's an Inekura nuke. Got the Land Raider. And that could be it. Nice indeed. It was a really good nuke. And look at this. Warboss got onto their natural. I think the blue team have this now. They broke the red team's defense. There's a single. And there's the game. 3-0. Awesome stuff. The level 5 Hive Tyrant there. He did have his Crushing Claw and his bonded exoskeleton. A level 4 Warboss with Power Claw and Trophy Rack. Brother Captain. Nemesis Warding Staff. The Holy Armor of Titan and Psychic Clash at level 7. Level 3 Force Commander was kitted out, was doing some work, but I guess didn't get a lot of kills. Lord Commissar did get the Xenos Power Claw, was just about to get Carapace Armor, and the Techmarine level 5 with Artificer, Melter Gun, and the Orbs of the Ominous Eye was a really fun 3v3. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.